I thank you for the course direction. I thank you for the love, the wisdom. How do we work with the energy? How do we work with the energy? What is it that we need to know? Thank you. Anything else? Hey there, beautiful souls. It's Sarai. This super new moon in Taurus will provide us with a much needed reset as we are almost halfway through the year. So before we get into the very profound messages we received from our spirit guides, let's discuss the layered astrology of this new moon. Super new moon happens when the moon is right in between the earth and the sun and is as close as it can possibly get to the earth. Now, because it's a new moon, we don't really see that it's bigger with our physical eyes because we're only seeing the shadow of the moon, but we can feel the energy more intensely. Because new moons begin the lunation cycle for the month, they can really set the tone for that month, and if you work with this energy intentionally, they can create and generate some amazing changes for your entire year. This earthy Taurus energy will be very concentrated, prompting us to focus on what we're working towards and if it's in alignment with our values, and creating more stability in all areas of our lives. Now, if you've been feeling like things in your life have been a little turbulent since last month with the retrograde and the eclipse, you can expect this new moon to calm the waters for you a little bit as this new moon officially closes that eclipse portal. Recommit to your goals at this time with a renewed sense of dedication and tenacity. Also, something to note, Taurus is ruled by the very loving planet of Venus, so comforting and high quality experiences will be highlighted at this time. This Taurus new moon will remind you of the necessity of living in the present moment, being in sync with your physical senses, and making decisions that are in alignment with your joy. Taurus energy is closely connected to our self-worth and our self-confidence and reminds us of how our relationship with ourselves is directly influencing our relationship with others. So this would be a really good time to create a space of nurturing solitude in order to bond with yourself. You may be called to reflect upon things in the physical world that you find emotional and material value in, and you're likely to experience some shifts in your finances and your career goals as we are being drawn to be more in alignment with our authenticity. Remember, Taurus is a patiently slow moving sign that values stability and consistency. So you can expect your intentions and your manifestations that you set for this month to take a little bit longer because we're putting more emphasis on quality. Give yourself about 6 months to see the materialization of your intentions. Taurus energy being associated with the earth calls us back home into our bodies and our physical senses. So for this new moon, it may be helpful to do something that creates a tangible representation of all you're trying to manifest and attract to you. Things like art, vision board, journaling, gardening, creating music, anything that not only gets your creative energy flowing, but it also makes something that you can see with your physical eyes that reminds you of everything you're working towards. In astrology, a stellium is when you have 3 or more placements in the same sign, and that really enhances the energy of that zodiac sign. So on the day of this super new moon, we will also be experiencing the energy of the Sun, Jupiter, and Uranus in Taurus as well. The Taurus Sun is motivating us to cater to our emotional needs while also being mindful of the productivity required for us to be successful in our lives right now. We're having to be honest if we are overworking ourselves and if we are neglecting certain areas of our lives while trying to meet unrealistic expectations. Taurus Jupiter, however, is emphasizing the benefit of taking a more practical approach to solving your problems right now, and you may feel inspired and get ideas from spiritual downloads. Taurus Jupiter energy comes with a lighthearted optimism that can be so needed when your responsibilities start to feel like a burden. Jupiter influences you to think outside of the box and explore unfamiliar resources that will be very valuable to you on this journey. We may experience some contrast with this Taurus-Uranus because Uranus is a very unpredictable and impulsive planet, and Taurus energy can be very stubborn with its consistency. So the collective may feel more resistant to change, and we're going to have to carefully weigh out all of the opportunities and the options that present themselves to us. To better work with this energy and set your intentions for this super new moon, let's go over some journal prompts that will help you deepen your self-reflection practice. First journal prompt. What goals did I set for myself at the beginning of 2024, and how have they evolved currently? Second prompt. Are my current actions accurately reflecting my core values? Third journal prompt. How have I been showing up in my relationship with myself? And what I mean by that, a few years ago, when I realized your inner child doesn't ever really go away, and the older you get and the more you come into adulthood, whatever age you are, you really have to make more of a conscious effort to nurture and heal and parent that inner child within you. So like, be your own parent. And when I had that realization a few years ago, I also realized that a lot of things were out of order as far as my priorities. So I was putting my self-improvement, self-care, self-healing on a back burner, trying to accomplish all of these goals. So having that realization helped me reprioritize things, and it helped me heal areas of myself that I didn't even realize needed focusing. So that's what I mean by that question. How are you showing up in your own relationship with yourself? If that makes sense. Next journal prompt. What areas of my life need more stability and consistency, and what resources do I have to help me with that? Next prompt. What am I prioritizing in life above all else right now? Be really honest with yourself with this one, and don't judge yourself too much for your honest answer. Last prompt. What things can I do to bring joy to my physical senses? Okay, now for the 3 messages the collective received from our spirit guides for this Taurus new moon. And if you'd like to just take a moment to connect with your intuition and pick a number between 1 and 3 to see which message will deeply resonate with you at this time. Life unfolds for us in waves, in constant ups and downs, ever evolving and changing. The low moments, though temporary, can feel so heavy. Life, with its obstacles and disappointments, can sometimes distract you from the light, the blessings, and your purpose for existing. With this new moon, your spiritual team is encouraging you to look up when you've hit rock bottom. When things are not going your way, it's easy to accept defeat, but your guides don't want you to feel stuck or like you're in this alone. You are receiving a gentle reminder that you were not created to suffer. And should you allow God into all areas of your life, you are surrendering to the energy of ease, grace, and joy. Surrendering is something they remind you of often because humans have a habit of unintentionally making things harder for ourselves when we try to control the flow of life and become attached to a specific outcome. Your spiritual team wants to show you that when you've run out of options, you can always rely on them to make life easy for you. When you surrender to God helping you get back on your path of alignment, focus your attention inwards. When we're experiencing hitting a wall in life, sometimes we internalize these obstacles, these outside factors, and that bruises our self-confidence and self-worth. Forgive yourself for the mistakes made on this journey and for doubting your own capabilities. You will need to trust in God and trust in yourself in order to keep moving forward in life. Use this new moon energy to manifest an easier transformation, renewed faith in God's plan, and unshakable self-love. Confusion, defeat, doubt, having your reality not reflect what you know is coming. All of these things can distract you from living an authentic and intentional life. Your spiritual team wants to encourage you to not let these distractions slow you down. Now is the time for dedication. Your immense willpower is what's going to take you far in life and help you accomplish so much. But this willpower and determination should be seen as a muscle that needs regular training in order to be useful to you. When life gets tricky, you're going to need to get creative and resourceful. Deep down, you know the direction you're wanting life to go in, so you have to stop doubting the things you are being called to do. God is not leading you towards something you can't handle. If you are following your intuition, not your ego, you will find your way to joy and abundance and prosperity. Your spiritual team is suggesting that you trust that you are prepared for this next phase of your life. If for some reason you are genuinely lacking in some areas, pour more of your energy into obtaining knowledge. True wisdom comes from continuous learning. Study the external forces playing a huge role in your journey, but don't forget the internal lessons you are learning as well. Your team is reminding you that a strong connection with your intuition is needed right now. This new moon will bring you lots of opportunities. Some you attracted to you when you were in a state of confusion and doubt. You will need to discern which ones will bring you lasting stability and usefulness. Shift your mindset to know there is no dry spell happening in life. When you don't see with your physical eyes things happening for you, tap into your third eye and recognize that God is always working behind the scenes. This new moon will lend us some of Taurus's characteristics, and one in particular will come with surprising benefits. Taurans can be very stubborn. This will be a necessity when it comes to holding on to the vision of all you want from life. Your spiritual team is encouraging you to be relentless in the pursuit of your goals. That shows up as balance of different actions and inactions in different phases of your life. But the most important thing is the faith that we have in ourselves and in God. You have to know that you know that you know one day you will be living the life that you want, the life that you've been dreaming about. Nothing should be able to make you give up on that dream. The universe exists in a sacred balance. So, if you've been feeling unlucky, forgotten, and defeated, know that soon you will be coming out of that energetic deficit. The universe loves when you have faith and confidence in it. It wants to prove you right. So, as much as you can, while still honoring your human moments of processing your emotions and different things that happen in life, be sure to reset your energy often so your thoughts can reflect the things that you want to see in your reality. I hope you found this video helpful and informative. Feel free to comment if anything resonated with you, and make sure those post notifications are on because I will be posting a meditation here soon that will help us better work with the energy of this Taurus new moon. Please share with your friends and family just to pass on some spiritual guidance, and like and subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time, talk to you soon.